15 years. 15 years of silence, of a promise whispered in grief, finally broken by a single song. A life cut tragically short back in 2010. Suddenly, everyone's talking about him again.
It's this raw, emotional current running beneath the surface. How does one of the biggest stars on the planet finally make good on a public vow made in such a painful moment all those years ago?
Welcome to Starscope Report.
Hey, everyone.
We're Jordan and Jamie, and this is where we uncover the Hollywood drama, the music industry shakeups, and yeah, those viral influencer scandals too.
We dive deep into the stories behind the fame, from the red carpets right down to the controversies you hear about.
And today we are deep diving into the ballad that basically stopped the music world in its tracks.
It's a song finally explaining the story of regret, friendship, and loss that Taylor Swift has clearly carried for, well, 15 years.
Okay, let's get right into it. Segment 1, the lyrical anatomy of regret.
Yeah, the headline here is really about the devastating return of regret. This song ruined the friendship. It's not just a ballad. It feels more like an emotional memoir, about a chance not taken.
It's track 6 on her 2025 album, The Life of a Showgirl.
And it's got that signature polish produced with Max Martin and Shellback. Giants.
Right, but the feel of it blends that teen pop vibe with, like, 90s country storytelling.
Exactly. And critics picked up on that immediately. BBC, Billboard, they were calling the songwriting authentically heart-tugging. High praise.
So the story and the lyrics, it centers on this high school friendship, right? With that unspoken romantic thing hanging in the air.
That tension, yeah. And she gives us that moment, the pivotal one, with the line, "It was not an invitation, but should have kissed you anyway."
Oof, it's so specific. And then that detail, your girlfriend was away.
That just grounds it, doesn't it? Puts you right there in that messy, complicated teenage reality. It's one of those small moments that feels huge when you look back. So relatable.
But then the narrative takes a turn. She sings about how she lost track of him after graduation.
And that distance, that supposed separation, sets up the tragedy.
The climax arrives with the bad news delivered over the phone by her best friend, Abigail Anderson. It hits harder because of that perceived distance in the song.
Okay, but this is where we need to bring in that idea of artistic license. Because the line about losing track, it doesn't quite line up with what we know from other sources, does it?
Not entirely. We know the friendship was actually pretty deep and consistent right up until he passed away.
Exactly. So why include that detail about losing track? Well, think about the emotional arc of the song.
Right. If you build in that separation, that lost connection, the shock of the bad news feels even more devastating.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It amplifies the core theme, regret. The regret that she didn't act on that feeling, didn't ruin the friendship back then. It serves the narrative of regret, even if it slightly adjusts the strict factual timeline.
It shows her songs aren't always like literal diary entries. They serve the emotional truth first.
It's storytelling. It's about illustrating the finality, the forever nature of that mischance.
And it culminates in that gut punch confession. Whispered at the grave, should have kissed you anyway. 15 years later, the regret is still there.
Leading to that advice, she gives everyone listening. My advice is to always ruin the friendship. Better that than regret it for all time.
Wow.
Such a powerful message. But wait till you hear what came next.
Yeah.
This 2025 song, it wasn't the first time she publicly mourned this friend. Not by a long shot.
No, the foundation for this track was actually laid on a night of huge professional success for her, way back in 2010.
Okay, segment 2. The foundational document and the true identity.
Yeah, we need to talk about this 2010 event. It's crucial context. It was November 9th, 2010, at the BMI Country Awards in Nashville.
Huge night for her. Her album Speak Now had just dropped days before.
And she was being named Songwriter of the Year, the youngest person ever to get that award. A massive achievement.
But her acceptance speech, it was overshadowed by something deeply personal. You could see she was emotional. Yeah, she told the crowd, "This has been a very emotional week for me." Then she explained why. "Yesterday, I sang at the funeral of one of my best friends. He was 21.
Just devastating. And then she connects him directly to her music.
"This is the key moment," she said, "and I used to play my songs for him first." Think about that. What an intimate, creative role.
And then she named him.
So I would like to thank Jeff Lang. That's the quote.
That 2010 speech, that's what we're calling the foundational document. It validates everything. It confirms how important he was to her long before Ruin the Friendship was written.
Exactly. It reframes the 2025 song. It's not just a sudden remembrance. It's the artistic culmination of a memory she's honored publicly, in a way, for over a decade.
Okay, but we have to address the identity confusion here. Because Jeff Lang immediately caused chaos online.
Oh, massively. If you just search that name, you primarily find Jeff Lang, the amazing Australian guitarist, known for his disturbed folk music.
Totally different guy. Respected musician, ARA winner, born in 1969, he has absolutely zero connection to Taylor Swift's high school years in Tennessee. None.
Right. It's so important to get this correct to honor the actual person. The friend she was talking about, the subject of the song, is Jeffrey Martin Lang.
From Hendersonville, Tennessee, born July 18th, 1989.
He graduated Hendersonville High School, class of 2008, same place as Taylor, though different years. He was studying biology at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga.
And he tragically died on November 2, 2010, just 21 years old.
Using his full name, Jeffrey Martin Lang, make sure the tribute and all this discussion is directed accurately. It's about respecting his memory.
Absolutely. You know, if you appreciate this kind of deep dive where we piece together different sources to give you the full picture.
Yeah, definitely hit that subscribe button on Starscope Report.
Yeah.
We do this kind of analysis every episode, and you won't want to miss what's coming up.
Okay, so the song comes out in 2025, and the impact is immediate and pretty incredible.
Segment 3, The Digital Wake and the Family's Solace.
The song didn't just climb the charts. It created this tangible, real-world effect, almost like a sociological event.
It really did. Suddenly, Jeffrey Lang's online obituary pages, which had been quiet for, years and years,
Yeah.
they exploded with new visitors.
Tens of thousands, right? Millions, maybe even.
The numbers reported were huge. It essentially reactivated this dormant guest book. It became a living memorial, a kind of digital wake, hosted by fans who never knew him.
And the messages people left in October 2025, 15 years after his death, they're really moving.
So moving. Like this one, you must have been quite a guy to leave an impression on a girl for this long, and now on us. Just captures it perfectly.
Or this one, the world still feels your light through every note she sings. It connects his memory directly to her music, just like she did in 2010.
It's this fascinating, very modern way of mourning. Strangers, connected only through an artist and her song, participating in this communal grieving process, across time, across distance.
But the most important part, how did his family feel about this sudden, massive influx of attention?
That's the crucial question. Was it an intrusion? Was it painful?
According to the Tennessean, who spoke with Jeffrey's mother, Susan Lang, the answer was no. She said the song brought immense solace.
Solace. That's incredibly powerful. She said, after all this time, she hasn't forgotten about him.
Wow. So she didn't see it as dredging up pain, but as an act of loyalty.
Exactly. A comforting act of loyalty. Susan Lang specifically said, I'm thankful she's keeping his name alive. It validated the tribute for her.
It took this private tragedy and transformed it into something shared, something that actually brought comfort. That's remarkable.
It really is. And this song has also sparked more conversation within the fandom, hasn't it, about other songs?
Oh, yeah. It's reignited all this speculation around an older track, Forever Winter.
Right. From the Red, Taylor's version, Vault tracks, that song deals really explicitly with mental health, with the fear of losing someone to their inner struggles.
Lyrics like, he seems fine most of the time, forcing smiles and never admitting defeat.
And now, fans are retroactively connecting Forever Winter to Jeffrey Lang. It's important to say, this link has never been officially confirmed by Taylor Swift.
It's fan interpretation, but you can see why they make the connection, especially considering some of the information surrounding his death.
Sources indicated he died of an overdose. And when you hear lyrics in Forever Winter like, I'd take that bomb in your hand and disarm it.
Or if I was standing there in your apartment, I'd take that bomb. It just takes on this chilling new weight in light of that information.
Yeah. So the fandom is sort of weaving these two songs together, Ruin the Friendship, about the missed romantic chance, and Forever Winter, about the desperate struggle to save a friend, creating this richer, though speculative, narrative of his life and her grief.
It really shows how art provides a framework, but the audience actively participates in building the full story, the full meaning. Millions of people honoring someone they only know through these songs.
It's a powerful example of communal interpretation.
So ultimately, this whole story, the song, the history, the reaction, it shows how art can do incredible things.
It can preserve a private memory, reach across 15 years to fulfill a public vow, turn personal regret into something universal.
And even offer unexpected comfort to a grieving family. It gave a measure of immortality to a life cut short.
A high school memory, a whispered regret at a grave, now a permanent legacy in music. Proof that some stories really do need time, maybe even a decade and a half, to find their final voice.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. How many small moments, small decisions, words unsaid? Maybe they're just waiting to become someone else's anthem years down the line.
That's the kind of story we love to explore here.
Hope you found this dive into the story behind the song insightful.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in.
And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.